One of the things that can be a little tricky when you first start using HIkashop is adding a new category. So let's take a quick look at how to do that. We're going to go into the component, HIkashop, and then we'll go into the category environment. So we're going to click on the product, grab the drop down, and go to categories. The thing that tends to be tricky is that every once in a while you'll find yourself adding a subcategory instead of a top-line category. And if your various modules aren't set to show the lower level categories, it will seem like the subcategory just disappeared on you. Always make sure when you're adding a new category and you want it to be a top-line category that you add it from the product category level. So with this highlighted and with all of its peer level categories showing, I would click New, and your new category information comes up here. And it's always useful to set a nice, clear explanation of what the category is in this box, because you may want in time to have a category page that comes up with a great description of what the category is, and you don't want to have to go back through and write all of them later. So I always recommend providing some information about the product category now, and if you don't want to show it right now, that's fine, but it's there for later. You want to make sure that your category is set to published, and choose Inherit for both your product page layouts and your quantity layouts, because the original settings of HIkashop are driving all of your layouts right now. So unless you have some experience with HIkashop and you know you want a very specific and different kind of layout for this category, just choose Inherit. See how the parent is product category, the very top level category? And here is where you would add your image. It's giving me a default image right now, but if you click Choose File and then go into an image file, you could choose any image you wanted for that. The image won't show up right away, by the way. You almost always have to hit Save in HIkashop, and it will show up after the first save. And then unless this product is only available to certain types of customers, you want it to say all for your access level. But for instance, if this were a product that was only available to your wholesale clients, you could click custom and then you could define the level that that was available to. See here we've got some custom types of accesses like students and teachers. Yours could be wholesalers or retailers or whatever you wanted. So if it was truly only available to a small group of people, then you would click custom and select the group that it was available to. But in most cases, the access level is all. Down here, make sure you set your meta description and your keywords. This is important for SEO purposes. So make sure you understand what keywords customers are most likely to be using when searching for products in your category. And if you don't like the alias that was assigned to it, as you know, I just selected the very bland name of new category for my category. So it's putting in the alias as new category, but you could change that to anything you wanted. And it's very rare that a non-technical user will be messing around with canonical URLs. You can just leave that blank. But do make sure that you put in your meta description and your keywords so that SEO knows what to do with this page. And that's how you set up a new category in HIkashop. So let's save and close. And now we have a new category here called New Category. But what if you did want to set up a category as a subcategory to a category? Well, then you would click on that category in this Explorer menu. And as you can see, I don't have any subcategories here. I would then click New, and I would add a new subcategory. And of course, my description. I'd make sure it's published. I'd leave it set to Inherit. I'd choose my picture. I'd leave it available to all, and I would make sure I put in my SEO meta description, which is just a short description of the category, and my keywords. And it's not going to add the alias until after the first time you save. We'll save once to show you that. See, it added the alias of new subcategory. You could change that if you wanted. And we're done adding the subcategory. And now, as you can see, I have a category with a subcategory beneath it. Now, when your HIkashop environment was set up, there's a really good chance you weren't the person who set it up, And all of the different views of HIkashop, where your category groups show, your product layouts, the related layouts, they are already set to either show or not show your category, your subcategories. And if your system is set to not show the subcategories, you will need your system planner to go in and change those views so that subcategories also show. But that's how you add a new category in HIkashop.